What up, YouTube? Today we are going to be
reviewing the top 10 vehicles in legendary motorsport. The number one,
the best
top 10,
vehicles.
Okay, best vehicles, whatever. The best vehicle, number 10, Ocelot Jugular. That is my personal favorite baby right there. That is a nice car. This car is the fastest car. It's not really the fast car, but it's one of the fastest car. It has the best handling.
It's a four-door sedan. Basically, this car is the Jaguar, but in GTA it's called the Ocelot Jugular Sport. It's a sport sedan, and it's one of the fastest cars. It actually has a good sound. Yeah, the handling of this car is good. I did the narrow test, the Moose.
It's all-wheel drive.
It's all-wheel drive. It's actually pretty good.
All the best
number 10
customizations
for the best cars in GTA is the Jugular. Number 10.
The number 10.
Yeah.
Alright, number 9 is the Emirates. This is Ultimate's favorite car. He beat me with
This is one of my favorite cars.
This guy actually beat me with this car versus the Krieger. My Krieger and this car.
And sometimes, this car is not faster than the Krieger, but this car can compete with the Krieger. I'll say that. But it's actually one of the best cars. It's It's the Progen Emirates, right? The handling is it's okay, but the turning can be a little bit better. The braking is good, and the acceleration can be better too. But
this is a rear-wheel drive car. It's a rear-wheel drive car. Personally, I hate it because it just looks okay. The wing is has like a big ass in the
This
back,
car is a powerhouse. Okay, this car it might not. It'll start off slow, but this car is gonna catch up. So you'll have that power for this car.
Okay, number 8 is the Autarch. I personally had this car, but I sold it because it was a rear-wheel drive, and the acceleration was very long. It wasn't that good.
Yeah, so the price is 1.9 million, and it is one of the fastest cars. It's a supercar. It's a GT concept. It's not the fastest, but it's the Autarch. It's a rear-wheel drive. It's not bad.
When you take off, it kind of like drifts. It kind of like the tire keeps spinning, but it's not like a Krieger where it just takes off. It's not that. That's one of the reasons why I sold this vehicle.
So in that matter, the number 7 of the best car list goes to the Ocelot XA21. The price for this car is 2.3 million.
It's an okay price, but personally I never drove it. But I never had
this car, I've seen this car. I've drove this car. I never owned this car, but I did drove this car. It's a good car. It's a performer. It's a performer. It's not really you go with this car to the track and have a drag race or anything like that. But it's a good car. It's an everyday good driving car for the suitable players.
All right, number 6, everybody, is my favorite car. Is a Tempesta. This beautiful baby is a Lamborghini Hurricane.
This car is priced at $1.3 million, and it's pretty good for the young GT Online players.
This car actually deserves the number 6 because it's a fast acceleration car, but it's not that fast as like.
And the design of this car looks good.
Sick.
Like
it's a very nice car.
It looks good. Yeah.
It's a very nice design.
It looks like a proper, as you can say, a Lambo.
Yeah, it's a Hurricane Lambo. Hurricane.
Yeah.
Lambo. Okay, so this is a number 6 Tempesta. Alright, everybody, number 5. Number 5 is the beautiful T20. I gotta say, this car is a very old car, but it has it's the best.
It's just simply the best because this car it's fast. Not only it's fast, it has the best handling.
It has the best handling. It does.
There's
donuts.
not much. Exactly. There's not much as you can customize this car. It's kind of like kind of like how it is.
Well,
but The
A1
car already
McLaren,
looks
that's what
good.
it
It's
is.
basically the McLaren something,
Yeah.
but yeah, the door opens like that too. So the price for this car is
It's
2.2 million
2.5,
dollars.
isn't it? 2.5, 2.2? Something like
It's
that. It's a
2.2
very
million
expensive
dollars.
car, but
Okay,
it's totally,
I'm
totally
checking.
worth it. Okay, I would put this as my number one, but
This car is the
unfortunately,
best,
this
like one
car
of the best
deserved the
cars.
number five. This car
Exactly.
deserved the number five.
Let's say back in 2 or 3 years before, this car is probably the best one right here.
The best one,
Number
yeah.
one with this car. Yeah. So T20 number 5, and yep, that's number 5.
This is the number five. It's the best car in GTA alive, but not the number one fastest car. I
Yeah.
would say this is the second one, but there's other best choices, better design, and everything. But performance-wise, this car is the best. That's sick, yo. That's actually sick.
Yep. So what's
All
number
right,
4,
people.
bro?
For number four is the beautiful. This car is actually a very
One of the coolest
special car. It's a beast. Okay, and I call this the Divesti 8. Look at this beauty.
Man.
Look
Okay,
at
that
this
looks-
beauty, man. Okay, in real life, this is actually the what do you call it? Devil
the
16.
Devil 16.
Devil
And
16.
this car
it's made by
is
a pair of
perhaps
people.
the fastest car in GT Online. This car is faster than the Krieger. This car is faster than the T20, and this
Yeah.
car is faster than the XC21.
Okay, the only
back.
reason why this is the number 4 is because it's a rear-wheel drive. This is
Turning-
exactly like the
braking is not-
Autarch, like how I explained. It's like the Autarch, but it's
Yeah.
better performance in the Autarch, but it's only a rear-wheel drive.
Yeah, the only
It's a
bad thing
rear-wheel
about this
drive.
car, the only disadvantage is the braking is a
Get
little
it,
bit rusty.
get it. I wanna drive this. Okay, I wanna drive this thing.
You're not supposed to be driving, bro.
I know. This is.
All right, so
So I get it. I get out of the car. I get in. This is. You see how you have that little differential slip right there?
yeah,
It's okay, but it's still a
but
very
this
fast
car is a
car.
power. So now do a brake. The brake needs to be. Brake is a little bit rusty, but it's after all it's just brakes, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
so
still
that's
it deserves number 4. It's the
the
fastest
price.
vehicle.
The price for this car is 1.7 million.
Really? Oh wow. I thought
Yeah,
it was
so-
7.
So it's not bad. It's pretty good, and I highly recommend you guys to consider getting this car.
This is a car that you will always
Want to keep this car? You want to
this
sell
is a
this car?
keeper
Dude, this
car,
car,
like, you never
this
wanna
car
sell
just
this car.
really fast.
there's
Yeah.
gonna be some players that you want to come to, like, hey, you want to race, you bring out the Divesti and then you just smoke 'em.
Exactly. Hey guys, I know that like this is just in my opinion. Just if you guys get this car, make sure you consider getting red lights for this car. Looks good.
Yeah, the red light looks make it more of a beast. Get in
Yeah.
your car, look at those red lights. Those red lights are pretty sick. I don't have the red lights. It's only
And with the
ultimate.
color of this car, I'll get a black or something red. Like look at my friend's car. It's red and with the gold
Yeah.
looks nice. Has the neon blue lights. Looks
It has
actually
everything.
looks-
Performance-wise, it's the best. The only thing I don't like about this vehicle is it's a
It's the
rear-wheel
braking.
drive.
Yeah,
It's a
and the-
rear-wheel
and the-
drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, number 3 is the Italia GTO. Okay, now this car, the Ferrari 812 Superfast. This is actually a very nice car.
It's
a very
one of
nice
the best
car. Yo,
cars.
come over here.
It's been 3 years that I've been driving this car, and I just don't want to sell it because this car it's just amazing for me. Like the handling for this car is good, the braking is good, it looks good, and this is a car that you actually might consider keeping for a very long time.
Yeah, I had this car. I sold it because I was stupid. I don't know why I sold it. I'm gonna get it back. And this car is an ultimate car. Okay.
Yeah. This is my car.
It's
I'm the ultimate.
this is an all-wheel
skill.
drive, all-wheel braking, all-wheel. This is like the fastest car, and in terms of like acceleration.
And
But it's
before
not
we
like
wrap
the
this
top speed
conclusion,
fastest car.
yeah. Before we wrap this conclusion, the price tag for this car is 1.9 million.
$1.9 million. All right. So number 2 will be the Wagner Dubashi. Okay, I gotta say this car is like a sick car. I think it's an Aston Martin real life. It's a beautiful car. It's a sick looking car. Here's the back and the front of it. Oh, these are sick,
That's
sick,
what I'm
beautiful
talking about.
babies. Okay,
Right
I
here.
gotta do this, man. I have got to do this.
Now this
Okay,
car,
this
listen,
is
just the shape
sick.
of this car looks good. Yeah.
Okay, well, you see this
So
green card? It's really not that looking of a nice style, but mine right here is a
shut up.
masterpiece right here. You see this? You see the gold copper, the gold
Listen.
rims
This guy
here.
adds like the
Everything
randomest
is nice.
color ever. Like there's like
Okay,
gold,
no.
neon lights is green. Like come on.
Okay, let's take this for a drive.
Anyways, the reason why we put this car as number two is because this car price is valued at 1.5 million. It's actually one of the cheapest super sports car ever, right?
Yeah, it's a good car.
So that's one of the reasons why this car is valued as number two. And you can see El Basra there. He has no idea what he's doing.
Yeah, finally figured out. Yeah, so this car is actually a very nice car. It has a nice design to it. It's a beautiful performance, and it's a real wheel drive kind of. It's like 60% real wheel drive, and like 40% in the front. And the braking is really nice.
Oh yeah, the braking for this car is actually really good. That's what I want. Like I said, this car is not too expensive. It's also one of the fastest cars in the game. Like this car did beat the what do you call it, the likes of the Grotti Bison,
Yeah,
the Entity XXR, the Otarch. So yeah,
this car is totally better than the Entity XSR. That car is an all-wheel drive car, but
that car is not
the
even in the
moment you
top 10
crash,
list.
you're done. Okay, that does not deserve to be in the top.
Hold him there, kill you.
Okay, so guys, the number one vehicle in GTA Online and Legendary is this vehicle right here, the Krieger. These two vehicles are like the number one vehicle in all GTA Online. This is like the all best out of all the other vehicles. This one is the number one, and for that,
Yep.
Ultimate will give you the specs of this car.
This car is number one, and you guys should know why it's number one. The price for this car is 2.8 million.
There's a 2.8 mil,
Mm-hmm.
2.8 million. There's an almost $3 million car, and it's all-wheel drive, all-wheel braking system. This is like the ultimate, the number one fastest car in GTA Online in Legendary Motor supports. So out of all the other cars, if you're super rich like me, go ahead and get this car. You will not regret this.
Yep.